Hey guys, happy Wednesday, halfway through. Yesterday we left Roz and Bright Bill traveling through towns and cities. And I hope you guys added that to your map. Today we're going to figure out where Roz and Bright Bill are going next. And we'll add it to our map after we figure out where they left. So to recap though, Roz mentioned that there would be a much easier way to get to the island. Do you remember what her idea was? An airship, right? But there's kind of no real way that her and Bright Bill would be able to steal an airship and get in it and fly to the island. So they just kind of have to focus on going through towns and cities and figure out where their next journey is. All right, let's start with chapter 68, the station. Ooh, what's your prediction? What kind of station? Like a radio station? A train station? I don't know. We'll find out. At the edge of town, there were houses stopped. Where the houses stopped and the countryside began was a small train station. Two platforms sat on either side of the tracks. Humans and robots were standing around waiting for the next train to arrive. Nobody paid any attention to our robot as she calmly marched past. When Roz was safely out of sight, she slipped out into the woods where Bright Bill was hiding. The goose opened his mouth to speak, but the station bell started ringing. Speeding down the tracks was a passenger train. A whistle blew, the train gently braked, and a minute later it came to a swoosh stop at the station. Passengers burst out of the train cars while others stepped aboard. The first 9 cars were reserved for humans and had wide windows and comfortable seats. The only robots allowed on those cars were service robots, who brought food and drink to the human passengers. All other robots were confined to the windowless car at the end of the train. "Where is it going?" whispered Bright Bill as he peeked out from the bush. "The sign says that this is the express train to the city," whispered Roz. The goose turned to his mother. "We have to get past the city to get home. This train could save us a lot of time. We should hop on." The robot turned to her son. "I do not think that is a good idea. It is too risky." "Ma, I watched you walk through town and no one even noticed you. We'll be fine. Let's follow those robots into the last car and I'll find a hiding spot and we'll be in the city before you know it." Roz had questions. How large is the city? Do you know where to go? What if we get lost? "Relax, Ma. My pigeon friend Graybeak, he lives there and he'll be happy to help us." A voice called out from the loudspeaker and the last couple of passengers hurried along to the platform. "I'm going to go check it out," said Bright Bill. With a quick of a flurry and wing beats, he fluttered out from the brush and onto the roof of the last train car. The goose lowered his long neck and looked through the open door. Then he looked back and waved for his mother to join him. A whistle blew and Bright Bill waved faster. Roz had a little choice, so she slipped out of the trees and marched onto the platform. "I'm here, Ma!" Bright Bill pointed down to the doorway beneath him. Everything about the situation made our robot very nervous. Her survival instincts were tingling. Roz looked up at her son on the roof, and then she stepped through the train door. But before Bright Bill could flutter in behind her, the doors slid closed and the train began to move. Uh-oh. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, guys, for today's assignment, we're going to do some discussion questions. So you can write these down, type them, either way, send them to me, take a picture and send them over to me. So the first question is, why do you think Roz is still hiding? It says she's hiding in the brush, even though she's had pretty good experience just being able to walk right through town. Why do you think she's still hiding? My other question, kind of along those same lines, is why is Bright Bill so confident and so sure? He's a goose and he's in a city with humans and robots and they're at a train station. So why is he says he's like super confident? He thinks this is a good idea for them to hop on a train and for them to carry through. So why do you think he, in a situation where he doesn't really belong or it's not really natural for him, why do you think he's so confident? And the last one, I want you to think about what do you think is going to happen to Bright Bill? What do you think is going to be their solution to their problem? The problem right now is Roz got on the train, Bright Bill did not. Write down your prediction on what you think their solution is going to be. Okay, guys, send me over those questions and we'll see you tomorrow.